classes as planned on August 24. The health chief also admits to setbacks in the country's COVID-19 response. Mean Los Baños joins us on the line to tell us more. Hi, Mean. What did you gather today?
Hi, Sean. During the Senate hearing today, Health Secretary Francisco Duque III admitted the weaknesses and challenges faced by his department in addressing the COVID-19 pandemic. This comes after Senator Bongo, the president's closest ally in the Senate, said that the COVID-19 pandemic has exposed the perennial gaps in our health system. Among those are the gaps in the country's testing capacity. He also pointed out the lack of quarantine facilities and the procurement of personal protective equipment. When it comes to building testing facilities, Duque said they had to prioritize NCR as it has been the epicenter of the disease. Despite the said cap, Secretary Duque says it is safe to resume classes as planned in August, citing minimum health standards and online learning systems. Sean?
All right, Mean, ano yung reaksyon ni Secretary Duque to President Duterte's pronouncements kagabi regarding the reopening of classes? Kasi sinabi ni Duterte, just to refresh everyone's memory na no vaccine, no classes. And he doesn't care daw if wala nang gagraduate na mga doktor or engineer, di ba? So, na-clarify ba yan today?
Yung tanong kasi ni Senator Bongo kanina, Sean, he did not make mention of President Duterte or Secretary Roque's statements. Basically, generic question lang, if it's safe to go back to school. So parang ang tingin ko dun sa sagot ni Secretary Duque, on a point of view of the Secretary of Health, ang point of view niya, tingin niya, ligtas, sabi niya, safe. As long as, sabi niya, may mga safety precaution lang na gagawin. He basically reminded the need to adhere to minimum health standards, Sean, like physical distancing, frequent hand washing, and disinfection of classrooms. But sabi ko nga sa report ko, sinabi rin naman niya sa huli na yung classes need not be face-to-face classes by August 24. Pwede naman sabi niya na online muna, explore online alternatives or homeschooling.
All right. On the part of the senators naman, how are they or what are their opinions, any violent reactions to the possible reopening of classes as scheduled on August 24? May mga violent reactions, may mga supporters, kasi marami sa kanila ay parents of, of school children.
Correct. Many senators actually in unison sila in saying na safety first for the children. I-cite ko lang, so Senator Risa Ontiveros, sabi niya, nanay din siya, and she can't imagine risking the life and health of her children na just to send them to school this coming August 24. Sabi niya, we have to postpone the opening of classes as we think of alternative infrastructures for home-based learning. Pero yung sinasabing home-based learning, yan nga yung sinasabi ng DepEd, Sean, also itong mga nakarang hearings, na online yung naiisip nilang gawin, which is, sinasabi naman ni Senator Drilon, problematic din yan. Sabi niya, kasi yung sinasabi ng DepEd na online, virtual, hybrid classes, okay lang, pero the reality is, majority of our population does not have the access to internet. So, paano naman yung mga mahihirap na walang internet? So, paano rin naman sila mag-aaral? And naalala ko lang last week, there was a hearing about this. And sabi ng DepEd, they're going to distribute mga hard copies and module daw if walang internet. Pero sino magtuturo? Parents. So, yun yung sinasabi nila Senator Drilon na disadvantage din ito para sa mga mahihirap na pamilya at mahihirap na mga estudyante, Sean.
Alright, with regard naman sa testing, itong mass testing, nabanggit ba ng DOH in any way how they are addressing the gaps in our capacity in the country, especially after din nila magsabi nga na ito yung capacity natin, nasa 30+ thousand, di ba? Pero asa mga 8,000 lang yung mga nakakonduct na test. So, any clarifications on that?
Testing laboratories kasi talaga yung kulang, Sean, Pero nung diretsahang tinanong ni Senator Bongo sa Secretary Duque, meron na ba sa lahat ng regions na testing facility? Sabi naman ni Secretary Duque, meron except for BARM. Sabi niya parang around 42 testing centers meron sa nationwide. Pero medyo nagreklamo si Senator Amy Marcos dyan. Sabi niya hindi totoo yan na meron na lahat ng regions except for BARM. Kasi regions 1 and 2 daw, for example, Ilocos, wala sila . Sabi niya ang pinakamalapit sa kanila is Baguio, which is 6 to 7 hours land trip. Sabi niya, so dapat daw, wag naman din baliwalain, sabi nila, yung Northern Luzon kasi marami rin namang tao doon. And of course, sabi ni Secretary Duque, Sean, 120 testing laboratories applications ang nasa DOH ngayon na inaasikaso nila. Pero aminado siya na natatagalan doon sa pag-approve, lalo pagdating sa safety standards, marami raw bumabagsak. That's why hindi pa ganun karami yung nai-establish na testing facilities or testing laboratories sa buong Pilipinas, Sean.
All right, maraming salamat, Manlis Baños, for those updates. Meanwhile, here are other stories we're keeping our eyes on. The GSIS, or Government Service Insurance System, has shelled out some 3.8 million pesos in emergency loans to active members and old age pensioners. Meanwhile, more than 2,800,000 employees have so far benefited from the government's 51 billion peso small business wage subsidy program. And those are, of course, according to President Duterte's 9th weekly report to Congress. Presidential spokesman Harry Roque clarifies President Duterte's earlier pronouncement that schools cannot reopen until a vaccine for COVID-19 becomes available. Roque said it only covers face-to-face classes. The DepEd has been campaigning to resort to online platforms for the upcoming school year. And despite the National Telecommunications Commission's cease and desist order against ABS-CBN, Justice Secretary Menardo Guevara maintains that the President has the power to modify, amend, recall, or revoke any decision rendered by his subordinates in the executive branch. For more updates, follow News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World Online. I'm Sean Yao, and we are One News.